Yeah, but on the
need to get
topic
rid of
of
that
your
guy.
of your greatest critic, well done, Alex. Great words. Dad, what music did you grow up listening to around the house?
That's actually a really good question. I don't have
Thank you.
very distinctive memories of like my parents listening to music. I do remember I think probably the only thing that I remember was when Dad and I would drive to the footy. He would play like really old jazz albums. Couldn't tell you who it was.
This is the jazz
The
guitar.
jazz guitar thing's coming through.
Couldn't tell you who it was. Couldn't tell you what the songs were. But I remember just sitting there. I think I was about maybe 5 or 6 years old, and I'm just like really, really digging these jazz. It might have been Sinatra. It might have been Bublé. Yeah. My dad was really big into classical music, so they plopped me on a piano when I was about 8 years old. Yeah, no, it's been fun.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
We grew up listening to a bit of metal. Tyler says hardcore death metal. It's it's actually not too far away from the truth.
Yeah, because then you find yourself and you find your own taste in music.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that you went into the emo.
Mate,
How hard did
what
you go
about
into it?
you? What about this image gives you the impression that I got into the emo?
Mate, I've seen the song list. Don't worry, I vibe on it. Like I went there myself. Like I'll be the first. Like I don't down talk anyone's taste in music. I'll tell them it's bad, but I don't shit on it. But it's just not mine. It's not for me. What I say actually is when I say that if I don't play any Springsteen, right? Which people get really annoyed at me about, and I go, I don't get it yet. That's all I say. I don't get it yet. I'll eventually get it. I didn't get the Beatles up until about 4 years ago. I didn't get it. But now I get it. I'm like, God, yes, I understand. This is why people like it. I get it now.
Because for a time you go, I don't like it, and then later on you're like, actually, I can understand it.
Yeah,
Like,
now I get it.
I get it.
Now I
Yeah.
get it. So I just tell people, and I just say, I don't get it yet. So I still don't get Springsteen yet. I'll eventually get it.
When I was a kid, until I didn't get Onion until I was like 10.
Onion's amazing, Tom.
I know. I get it now.
Ogres are like onions. Yeah.
My Shrek. But to answer your question, Alex, I entered the emo phase when I
How
was 13.
hard did you go into it?
Extremely hard. I had I actually destroyed all evidence of the emo phase that I went
really?
through. But I used to straighten the hair.
Me too.
I didn't do the makeup, but I had like a massive like fringe going on. I'm actually probably going into the emo phase more with my painted nails. Like
I
29.
think that it got it was. But it's now removed from that now, I guess, the painted nails. I think it's removed from the emo phase now. I think so many people do it now that it's not in that bracket anymore. It's not, whereas it would just be a mark of, yeah, there you are. You're not wearing your studded belt, but I know. Like that kind of thing. But I think there's a lot of people who do, who have painted nails now, and just that it isn't blindly associated across with it.
They're
an emo
appropriating the emo phase, which is disappointing. It's like the e-boy phase.
yeah, e-boy now. Yeah, I guess.
It's evolved.
I came up